everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about 6 ways to be a good person. If you want to be a good person, there are many things that you can do, but these are 6 of the most practical things. So if you want to be a good person starting today, follow these 6 little rules. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first way to be a good person is to not make excuses. Listen, there's a saying that says you can either get results or you can get reasons. And reasons are sort of like excuses to a certain degree. Don't make excuses. Listen, if you did something wrong, don't make excuses. You can know in your head what caused you to make that bad decision, but own up to it and don't own up the excuses. Just figure out what you did wrong, apologize, move on, and figure out how you're not going to do it again next time. Don't make excuses because good people do not make excuses. It's as simple as that. So if you want to be a good person, you can't make excuses. The second way to be a good person is to know your talents, skills, and successes/accomplishments. So you want to know what you're good at. That's what it comes down to. We all have things that we're good, great, and amazing at. And you got to know what those things are. And I'm not saying to walk around boasting about everything that you've done well, but know what you've worked for. So you have some talents and skills that you've probably worked on throughout your life, and you have some serious accomplishments that you've probably accomplished over the past 5 years, 5 months, 20 years, 50 years, whatever the case is. You don't have to go and brag about them, but know what you've done well, because that's one step in being a good person and being confident. The third way to be a good person is to know your flaws. Now this is sort of counterintuitive compared to number 2, which was know your good things. You got to know your bad things as well. Listen, we all have flaws. We need to show humility and know what those flaws are. If you've done something wrong, apologize for it. If you've made a mistake, figure out how to correct it. If you're not great at something, know that you're not great at it so you can try to improve at it. If you just think that you're amazing at everything, well, guess what? You're going to find out sooner or later that you're not. It's as simple as that. We're all human. Everybody has their strong points and their weak points. You want to know what your flaws are. You want to know what your weak points are. It's as simple as that. The fourth way to be a good person is look after others. Now, other people around you, listen, we all need help. Everybody needs help. And you have some help to offer to people. So look after others. It's as simple as that. You know, the other day, I was actually going to the bakery to get some donuts because my family and I were going to a family friend's house that we were going to bring over some donuts. It's a local bakery in Etobicoke, which is where I live, Etobicoke, Toronto, around there. And they offer these amazing, incredible donuts. If you know the bakery that I'm talking about, let me know in the comment section down below. But what happened was, I was walking and these 2 young children along with their parents were asking for donations, and they were giving away apples. I'm not exactly sure. I think they were representing the Scouts from what I understood. So in one way or another, like the Girl Scouts and the Beavers from what I understood. I was never a member of the Scouts or Beavers, so I'm not really familiar with it. And I know that I'm coming off task, but you got to listen to this story. And I told them I don't have any change, so I unfortunately I can't donate anything to you, but I would love to. I just wish I had change. Then I realized in my pocket I had a $5 bill. It was the only cash that I had in my pocket at the time. So I took out the $5 bill and I gave them the $5 bill. They, in change, told me to take a handful of apples. I just said, just give me 1 apple and obviously use the rest of the money for a donation. Now that I'm at the point in my life where I can afford to donate $5 without having to think about it twice, without having to look at my bank account, you know, you got to help others when you can. I'm not saying help others when you can't, help others when you can. And that goes hand in hand with the point number 5, which is to look after yourself. If you help others and your life is a wreck, it's not a good thing. You got to help others, but you got to make sure that you look after yourself. Listen, if you can picture this, if you're helping someone else, you're devoting all your time, donating your time to helping someone else do this thing, but you're not working out, so you're gaining a lot of weight, you're becoming, you know, obese, your lifestyle is sort of just going completely out of control, you're not going to be in a good position. And although you're helping that person, if something happens to you because of your weight, you can't help them anymore. So you got to look after yourself. You got to make sure that you're looking after your own needs, as well as, once your needs are taken care of, look after the needs of other people. If I couldn't afford to donate that $5, I wouldn't have done it, because if I would have, you know, if my bank account would have dipped to an alarming rate because I donated that $5, I wouldn't have done it. It's as simple as that. But because now I can afford to do it, I did it, okay? So numbers 4 and 5 go hand in hand with each other, And number 6, I'm speaking too quickly. And number 6, the 6th way to be a good person is to listen to advice from credible sources. If your Uncle Joe, whose life is completely out of control, tells you how to live your life, I'm going to give you a little piece of advice. Don't listen to him. It's as simple as that. But when someone who is a credible source tells you some advice, show humility and listen to it. Listen, I know what I'm good at and I know what I'm not good at, but what it comes down to is when someone approaches me that is a credible source, even if it goes against what I believe, even if it goes against what I think is right, you know, I'll do it, or I'll listen to them at least, because I know that they have credibility. So if someone approaches you and they're above you, listen to them. That's what it comes down to, okay? If you're making $100,000 a year and someone who's making $450,000 a year, $450,000 a year tells you how to earn more money, show your humility and listen to them. Obviously, they know what they're talking about. It's as simple as that. And that's basically it. In this video, I've gone over 6 ways to be a good person. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.